It is a pity, but I won't be able to use these Amanita slices here. I suppose I just cut them too thick. They're not thin enough, so that's something I will have to remember for next time. Also, it's a bit silly, perhaps. I'll just put this in the wild again, back where it belongs. Maybe some of the spores will actually come out. Talking of spores, I really have to recommend Paul Stamets. He's got a channel on YouTube even, and he's an actual proper mycologist. He knows everything there is to know, and he's, got quite a bit more experience also consuming mushrooms, which is something, like I've said, that I do not intend to do myself. Weird noises in the background, singing and whistling men. Why not? Sounds happy. Rose hips, just to have something to look at. I'll put the link to Paul Stamets' channel in the description, of course. I still do have my little, the first fly cap that was, I think, a third of the size or so of the other one. There's me in my PJs. Oh dear. And the small one is right here. It's a lot darker over here, so let me put a light on. I actually stuck them like so in a little pan on a heat spreader on the gas, like that. And I want them to be on here for 20 minutes or so. I see that my timer hasn't started, so that will be 23 minutes or so. This is the leftover little bits. They contain a lot of humidity. Makes sense. I guess I'm used to working with whatchamacallit, you know. I'm gonna turn you around so I can look at you. Hey there. I'm used to Boletus mushrooms. They are the experience I have with them is harvesting them also in the mountains where it is a lot drier. I just hadn't realized that if it rains for a solid week, more or less, it hasn't rained for a solid week. It rained for 5 days for at least 3 hours each day. So then, of course, getting that type of mushroom that grew in those conditions to dry is going to be a challenge. You will have to add heat constantly. So hence the setup over here. I think these are okay. I harvested them in this first Amanita mushroom in slightly drier conditions, I think. Also, it was a lot smaller and it was a lot, sturdier in consistency. And I think they'll be okay. So the other one is like you saw out in the garden, and that's where it will be for now. And it will just go back into the great cycle of nature. I'm not sure whether I'll try to get more. I will probably try to get another one harvested at some point soon, depending also on where I can find them. And I will not take something that's just so, wet probably. And maybe also I can stick them in the oven to dry. This is actually, it's not so much an energy product use that I wanted to have that for. I wanted to try the incense. What I have found on the internet about using Amanita as incense, everyone is talking about psychedelic effects, which is not really something I'm interested in. So, take 2 of an adventure about fly caps. Thank you for watching, you guys. See you soon. Ciao.